Hey everyone, Joe here. Welcome to the new Behind the Signs SignTracker Joe HQ. I moved, not fun, but here I am in my new office, so I'm excited to check in with you guys. It's been a while, I feel like. Anyway, I was thinking about production management, which I think about a lot. I'm very passionate about it. But I'm very grateful that I recognized very early on in my business that it wasn't sales that was most important. It wasn't how I was going to make the products or deliver them to the customer. It was about how I was going to organize that workflow. And it didn't take too long in the very beginning to see that this was an overwhelming process, right? There's tons of steps in production management. And I knew if that was going to live in my head, it would spell disaster. So right away, I started working on workflow tools, which ultimately ended up being SignTracker. But that's not even really the point of this. The point is, wherever you happen to be in building your business, it's really important to understand that it's how you communicate within the company to each other. It's how you communicate to your clients. It's how you schedule the installers. It's how you assign tasks to people. And it's also really important that there's a centralized place that everyone can go look at that data, understand what has to be done in the course of the day, and they're not chasing you as an owner or production manager around the shop to ask you what they have to do next. So in any case, I just want to encourage you, wherever you happen to be in the process, whether you're just starting out for the first time and you haven't even sold your first deal yet, which I know it seems too early to start thinking about production management, but trust me, it is not. Or if you're a couple years into it and you're finding yourself overloaded, you can't be away from the shop without the sense that things are melting down or that nobody really knows exactly what they're doing. So I encourage you to take a moment and step back, make the changes that you need to make to put a production management software system in place in your shop. It's well worth the investment. I encourage you to do it. And if asked, what was the key to my success in running my sign shop? And we were lucky, we were very fortunate. We worked hard. We had 60 employees and we're doing 10 million plus in revenue. But it wasn't, there was a lot of components, right? Good people, good timing, but really it was good systems that we committed ourselves to developing and committed ourselves to using as the central place for everything that happened in the shop. So I encourage you to think hard about that and go make great signs.